we have to continue to make sure we sustain it. And through the Celebrity Chef Challenge, through other philanthropic activities that we do throughout the year, businesses, individuals, foundations have stood up and said we can help.
In addition to serving the meals to the people that we're doing on those days of the week, we're really giving them a vital lifeline. We're getting them a communication point, a human interaction that they may not get otherwise.
Maine is the oldest state in the Union, and its ratio between older adults and younger adults is starting to, in the mid-2020s, flips. There will be more seniors who are 50 and older than there are people who are 50 and younger in the workforce. This means that Maine has to deal with an older and graying population, both economically, also health care, long-term services and supports, housing, transportation. And these are all challenges that are out there that affect Maine's future. Meals on Wheels is a small but a very critical piece to that, because if there's that safety net that's going to ensure that the most vulnerable, those who can't go out and get transportation to get food, probably are not working, or most definitely not working, and need a lifeline to keep them out of the hospital or out of skilled nursing facilities and allow them to live in their home, which is clearly, by all evidence, cheaper and better for people. This program is a huge return on investment.
Meals on Wheels. We have people come in 5 days a week.
Thank you.
Early in the morning, sometimes 6:30 in the morning. We like those early risers.
If you just take them, I know you think it may feel like you're wasting a little bit. If you just come down like that, okay, and then it also is a lot safer for your fingers too.
We do anything from a roasted turkey dinner to meatloaf, beef tips, spaghetti and meatballs, homemade mac and cheese, all sorts of different items. Today's pork tenderloin.
Gotta have meat in there,
Meat and gravy, yeah.
Sorry about that.
And for the sheer volume that we have to send out for the Meals on Wheels to prepare all the fresh fruit, I mean, we do cut, wash, dice strawberries, blueberries, grapes, I mean, you name it.
This needs to go to Gammer Spotted too, this butter.
See you guys. Okay, have a good trip.
They come in and they pack frozens for our Meals on Wheels. They pack dessert cups, fruit cups, things for the Meals on Wheels. So it's like an early morning position. We have people that come in and help. Maybe I have somebody that baked yesterday for us, a volunteer. So it's not always a chef that does that. We try to look at people's talents and we try to make use of them.
Yeah.
But I said, I know it's going to be
fat. Yeah.
So just doing all of that, we need a lot. So we would be pretty well lost if we didn't have the volunteers that we have that come in on a daily basis and help us do things like that. And they're just so willing and so eager and so, you know, wanting to learn and helpful, and it's a really great relationship to have.
We're one of only 2 of the 5 agencies in Maine that prepare all of our food on site for all of our consumers, both in our dining rooms and for Meals on Wheels. And we're the only one that has a dedication to buy Maine products. So we're dedicating over 30% of our purchasing volume to buying all things that come from Maine. We have farmers located all over the state, not just in our service areas.
Look at all the colors, you know, and it's simple food that is quite nutritious. It comes from the state of Maine. We don't grow it all. I just think we're all better off if we can eat like this.
But really, we're buying a large volume of these products from the farmers and the dairy producers, whatever they may be. We're reducing transportation costs by not purchasing things from a national supplier, in some cases where it's being trucked across the country or over the ocean from somewhere overseas. And we're really dedicating those tax dollars, in some cases from the farmers, and then the revenue here in the state of Maine, we're keeping it all local, which is it's really a win-win-win for the consumers as well, for us because we're getting the local product, and for the farmers and the local producers.
When my daughter was little, when she was 4, I wanted her to be able to see hands-on volunteering, and this is what I decided to do, and it's just become something that we've continued in our family for 10 years. And when my husband has the day off, he comes with us, and now my daughter's in school, but if she has vacation or that type of thing, then she's still able to come as well. It's wonderful. I think it's a big privilege to be able to be welcomed into people's homes. I get this one.
Oh, you've got it?
Yeah.
Is that kind of heavy?
It's all right. Obviously, the first thing somebody would think of is that we're delivering 5 hot meals to the client, but in addition to that, there's a social piece to it, and you're visiting, for sometimes a couple minutes or sometimes 10 minutes, depending on what the client would like and what you feel they need, and you're just kind of assessing things, I think, too, assessing how things look from the week before. This bag's probably going to bust open and get on tape. Do things look different? Sometimes, a client might have a bruise, and then you could assess, are you doing okay? Have you spoken to your children about this? That kind of thing. Just making sure that they're feeling well and in touch with whoever they need to be family-wise and that type of thing. People vary a little bit. Some people will just open the door a crack and say thank you and take their meals, and that's it. Good morning. And other people want you to come in and sit down and discuss the week's events, and do you have time to have lunch with me? And it really kind of runs the gamut. So today I have some choices for you. We'll pick 4, okay?
You spoiled me.
This is the hot one, roast turkey.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Lasagna.
Yeah, I like that.
Chicken and broccoli.
Yes, okay.
Beans and franks.
That's all right.
Okay. Ravioli Florentine. I think that would mean with spinach.
Yeah, that'd probably be all right.
I bet that'd be good.
Yeah, it sounds good. Well, I had something last week, sweet and sour pork.
Oh yes, I remember that one.
I never had that before.
Was that good?
I like that.
Yeah, you got your envelopes back.
I don't have to use my own envelope.
You just really become friends, certainly, with some of them. Yep.
It sounds like this is very meaningful to you as a volunteer. Tell me a little bit about that.
You probably don't have anybody cry when they're being taped, right. But yes, it is very meaningful. It just, to be truthful, when it comes up, so when it's Wednesday morning, I think, I wish I would, I need other things, I have other things I need to get done. But when the volunteering is done, I always feel like I received more than I gave.
When I see her coming, it's company and we probably keep her here a little too long, but I just love her like a daughter anyways. But thank you. You can have that one back.
She has really filled the void in my life because I don't have my mom anymore. And she's like a mom to me, and she's like a grandmother to my daughter. And she's been to family events, and she's been to my daughter's middle school plays.
And your anniversary?
And my anniversary party, yep.
And I was the only one that got hugged by her husband. I'm very, very, very fortunate. I've made friends with the Meals on Wheels. I've had a lot of friends. Made friends with their friends. And I'm very fortunate.
We have made a decision to give fresh food to our older seniors, our older adults and disabled adults. This fresh food obviously comes with a cost of not only the raw food costs, but it comes with the cost of preparing it and storing it and then providing the meal. This meal, if it wasn't done with volunteers and wasn't done with some innovation, would probably be a $10 plus meal. But because we use volunteers and we stretch a dollar as far as we can, a fresh food from Maine farms is delivered to an older adults 5 meals a week. That's a guarantee that that isolated senior, wherever he or she may be, is getting a meal at least 5 times a week. That's a huge return on investment. We cannot do Meals on Wheels. We cannot have a nutrition program called We Sustain Maine without volunteers and without the philanthropy and the generosity of the people in the community.
It's nice having a job with a purpose and coming in every day and really making a difference in people's lives.
And when you go into a home and you see a little lady sitting there that's 85 years old, has always been able to do for herself, and all of a sudden now she can't use her hands as well, or she can't walk as well, and she's getting that meal, and it's saving her so much time and energy just to get a meal all prepared for her. She's still independent enough to be able to receive the meals and stay at home. I don't know, it's just a wonderful program.